This is 8 News Now at noon.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. We begin this noon hour with a deadly crash investigation out of Boulder City. It happened earlier this morning on US 93 near Veterans Memorial Drive. Investigators say a Ford truck was struck by someone driving another vehicle after pulling out of a gas station. The driver of the Ford was killed. The other driver is expected to survive. Impairment not suspected to be a factor, but witnesses tell police that other driver was driving recklessly. Traffic is currently being rerouted around that scene, and you are urged to avoid the area. Things getting a bit back to normal over at McCarran. The McCarran Airport Connector Tunnel, there was a serious crash that put traffic at a standstill during the morning commute. Metro Police say the crash occurred about 8 o'clock on the northbound tunnel. This is a live look now. Looks to be running back up again, but a little bit on the slow side. Police have made an early morning visit to Hyde Park Middle School after a social media threat spread among students. CCSD Police, Metro, and the Fusion Center were alerted last night. Officers say a student made the threat on Snapchat and was suspended by the school. This morning, officers followed up on the investigation to say the threat was not credible. Parents like Mike Hill still chose to pull their child out of school.
When they find the kid that made a threat, the parents and the kid, it should be full. They should come down on them hard.
Classes went on according to schedule. CCSD Police handling the investigation. So what are the chances we'll see a little bit more rain today or tomorrow, Nate?
100%. But not today. Today is what we call one of those in-between days, Kirsten, from the 8 News Now Weather Center. We're keeping an eye on things. But Eric, take a little walk with me. This is our camera out at Boulder Station. And once again, giving you a pretty complete picture of everything you need to see. Plenty of blue skies, some lingering clouds, and a little bit of a bumpy ride. We got some gusty winds out there. Checking in on the official numbers for Las Vegas at McCarran, we're at 64. Steady winds out of the south at 14, but gusting over 20. We are 8 degrees warmer than we were at this time 24 hours ago. There are no active weather alerts for Las Vegas. There's a wind advisory down in San Bernardino County. Clouds kind of coming and going, and that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on over the next 24 hours. Chances for rain beginning as early as tomorrow afternoon, Kirsten, and then kind of coming and going over the next 7 days. That's all ahead in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Nate. North Las Vegas police looking for the person who dropped off a missing baby. Someone dropped off the 6-month-old boy at El Dorado High School yesterday afternoon. The baby's mother says she left him in the care of a babysitter on Tuesday. Again, that boy is safe, but the investigation still continues. A case of tuberculosis discovered at Durango High. TB is a bacteria that affects the lungs. It can spread through the air when someone coughs, sneezes, or talks. School officials working to determine if anyone may have been in close contact with the infected individual and will notify anyone who needs testing. New figures from the Southern Nevada Health District show more deaths from the flu. 18 people have now died. Most recently, 2 children under the age of 17. Flu season could potentially last through May. Today, Nevada lawmakers will consider tougher penalties for domestic violence offenders. Right now, a first offense can get an offender 2 days to 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. But the new bill would increase the minimum fine and require jail time, even if it means the offender would miss work. And a second offense would be a minimum of 10 days in jail as well as a fine. A third offense would go from a Category C to Category B felony. Another bill would change the way tickets for sporting events, concerts, and shows are resold in our state. The measure would require resellers clearly identify themselves as a third party, list all the fees and taxes before a sale, and show the exact seat locations for tickets in a listing. It would also set up a statewide hotline for anyone who has complaints about the ticket resellers. The Golden Knights have picked a good time for a hot streak. Vegas has now won 5 games in a row. Quite a game at T-Mobile last night. A playoff-like atmosphere with the Western Conference leading Calgary Flames in town. Tied at 1 in the third when Derek England got his first goal. That was all the Knights needed for a 2-1 win.
Just got to take their time and space away. You give them space and turn the puck over a lot, they're going to create and make you pay. So just try to limit their time and space.
It was a tight playoff game. Those are the games that it's going to be like going the rest of the way, leading into playoffs. And, we have to be ready to battle and play just like that.
The Knights are now headed next to Canada, Saturday in Vancouver, Sunday a rematch in Calgary. Then a little break before taking on the Stars Friday night in Dallas. NASCAR's Champions Week is leaving Las Vegas. It is heading to Nashville in December. The LVCVA had paid NASCAR for 9 years to bring the event here, and last year they were on their own. Champions Weeks only last a little over a day, but Las Vegas does have a second race now, which was just added last year. The South Point 400 taking over the Speedway once again in September. Up next, more trouble for R. Kelly. He's back in police custody. More from his exclusive sit-down with CBS This Morning coming up.
Let's break down today's legal issues.
You're watching the Valley's news leader with Kirsten Joyce, John Langler, Sherry Swensk, and Nate Tannenbaum. This is 8 News Now at noon.
R. Kelly's legal problems are growing. Just days after the R&B singer posted bail for sexual abuse charges, a judge locked him back up again for failure to pay child support. Kelly talked about his money problems and other issues in a wide-ranging interview with CBS News. Kenneth Craig has more.
Singer R. Kelly remains in a Chicago jail today, and authorities say he'll stay there until he comes up with more than $161,000 in unpaid child support bills. Before his latest arrest, Kelly discussed his finances in an exclusive interview with CBS This Morning's Gayle King.
What is your financial situation, if you don't mind saying?
Here's the deal. So many people have been stealing my money. People was connected to my account. I went by myself for the first time to Bank of America. Didn't know what I was doing, didn't know what the hell was going on.
The day after the trip to the bank, Kelly was indicted on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. He says he was unable to access his bank account to make bail. Now he's dealing with a separate child support case.
How can I pay child support? How? If my ex-wife is destroying my name and I can't work, how can I work? How can I get paid? How can I take care of my kids? How?
Authorities say the sex charges against Kelly involve 4 alleged victims and that 3 were underage when the suspected crimes happened. Gail King spoke exclusively with 2 women who currently live with Kelly. Joycelyn Savage is 23 and Azriel Clary is 21 years old. R. Kelly is 52.
Is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually? Well, first of all, I'm not here to talk about my personal life. Okay. And I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
Yes. No, I wouldn't, but
okay, then.
No, you're
next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's not a different circumstance. There are people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends. It's no different.
The parents of both women claim Kelly has brainwashed their daughters.
What I saw on TV this morning about his way he acted when he got upset, I can only imagine what he does behind closed doors.
Clary says her parents are out for money.
When I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Kelly has pleaded not guilty to the charges against him. During his interview with CBS News, Kelly repeatedly claimed everyone accusing him of physical and sexual abuse is lying. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, New York.
The CBS station WBBM-TV in Chicago reports police in Detroit are looking into a new allegation that Kelly had sex with an underage girl there in 2001. Up next, keeping our schools secure, we caught up with some of CCSD's four-legged officers for a ride-along to find out how they promote school safety. And we'll check back in with Nate on how the weather's shaping up for the weekend.
3 days only. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Save thousands on hot tubs and swim spas. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old spa. 18-month interest-free financing. Pavilions at World Market Center. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. Call 888-SPA-SALE.
At Rampart Casino, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary by giving away a car a week in March. 5 2019 Toyota Camrys guaranteed. Play your way into the driver's seat in the $200,000 car a week giveaway at Rampart Casino. Summerlin's home for play.
After my car accident, the insurance company kept calling me. I said stop, and I called Bernstein and Poisson.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, stop. Think. Don't say anything until you call us first.
I was careful. I called Bernstein and Poisson first.
Let's go. Let's get started on your case right now.
Bernstein and Poisson got me $600,000.
Bernstein and Poisson. Protecting your rights.
Car accidents, workers' comp, nursing homes, slip and fall, we handle it all. Call 633-3333.
If you had a mom like this,
You know that chicken isn't me.
Are you sure? It's small and skinny and a little bitter.
and a dad like this,
Do you have any idea where your 16-year-old daughter is?
Whatever. She's got her phone.
you'd be in therapy. Snap out of it. Forever. Bad parenting rules. A new mom and a new fam tonight.
How's it feel to almost die today, big man?
Can Hondo save a family friend before it's too late?
But this ain't gotta be your life.
New SWAT, CBS Tonight.
Abbey Dental now provides same-day implants with the use of breakthrough technology. For about half the price of other implant systems, we can make you a custom-made denture that is actually fixed in your mouth and will not move. Our personalized crowns are made to look and feel just like your own natural teeth. Why would you go anywhere else for extensive dental treatment when we guarantee to beat all of our competitors by 20% or $1,000 off?
Call Abbey Dental, second opinions are free.
Victim of a crash? Can't afford the copays? We can help.
Golightly and Associates, 222-3333.
At Rampart Casino, we're celebrating our 20th anniversary by giving away a car a week in March. 5 2019 Toyota Camrys guaranteed. Play your way into the driver's seat in the $200,000 car a week giveaway at Rampart Casino. Summerlin's home for play.
You're watching 8 News Now at noon.
The Clark County School District swore in 4 new K-9 officers recently. They're used exclusively to find guns. We did follow 2 of those 4 new K-9 officers this week, Ziggy and Zach, sniffing hallways at El Dorado High School. They're trained to detect 4 smells associated with guns. They include post-blast residue, bullets, casings, and gun oil. The K-9s run lockers If they show a change in behavior and let their handler know, then that means something is inside. The teams make random patrols across town.
It's pretty unique. You know, I was a dog handler many, many years ago, and gun dogs didn't even exist back then, so a lot has changed over the years. Thanks, ladies.
The dogs don't search for drugs. They are not trained to attack. CCSD police believes it may be the only canine school team in the nation with 4 dogs dedicated to discovering guns. So far this school year, officers found 15 guns on campus. 12 of those guns were from students.
Wow. It's too bad that there's a need for such a thing.
Correct.
But it's a good thing that we got
Wonderful
those doggies.
resource. It is. Hi.
Yeah, well, hello, and what a beautiful day. I hope you get a chance to get outside this afternoon.
Maybe.
I hope so. Make time.
Okay.
Because it's gorgeous. This is one of those in-between days, and look at all that snow on top of the mountain, Kirsten. Wow. This is our camera out at Sunset Station, and there's more where this came from. Lee Canyon, the ski area, ended up with 13 inches of heavy, wet snow. The snow was reserved for the extreme higher elevations, and obviously we all got a lot of rain. Officially, it was a 1/4 of an inch of rain out at McCarran. So let's check in on the temperatures. We're in the low 60s at McCarran. Henderson already at 70, 64 along the strip, and even Kyle Canyon on the other side of Mount Charleston's in the low 40s right now. Just about everybody around 60, but just about everybody is still seeing winds gusting over 20 miles an hour. We step out a little bit further. Death Valley 75, Laughlin 72. There's been plenty of snow for Cedar. It's at 48 right now. So we watched as the storm system definitely gets out of town. Maybe some lingering snow this morning for Zion and for Bryan Head. Now we're looking upstream, and yep, it's next. We got another storm system coming in during the day tomorrow, and we'll show you on the 7-day how it's almost every other day. Now, in terms of everybody's personal friend, the Pineapple Express, it has dipped a little bit further to the south and to the east. Again, no giant pineapples up in the sky. For your family and friends, big time snow for Iowa and for Illinois and for central Indiana. Temperatures for your family and friends, check it out. Teens for North Dakota and Minneapolis. 27 for Chicago, and they got some snow headed that way. Okay, so here's your every other day storm system. There we are, mostly sunny today and breezy. Gusty winds tomorrow and maybe some rain by tomorrow afternoon. Saturday looks like rain, then clearing out. And then Sunday, the next storm system. And Kirsten, you know, most of your devices set their own clocks ahead.
Yeah.
But Saturday night into Sunday morning, you'll always find the one that you forgot.
Yes, it will find you.
No, absolutely. You go, wait a minute. It's not on your watch. Maybe it's on the microwave or something like that.
Correct. The car one always gets me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Nate.
Sure.
JetBlue offering a one-way cleanup for your social media and to travel the world at the same time. The airline's latest contest is asking people to delete all their Instagram photos in exchange for the chance to win some free flights for a year. So if you're interested, there's a process. After you delete or archive all your Instagram photos, you need to upload a special JetBlue branded image. Tag it with All You Can Jet Sweepstakes. If you're one of 3 winners chosen, JetBlue wants you to fill up your new Instagram with awesome travel pictures. Well, if you don't win, hopefully you've archived all your old photos so you can restore them. Seems like a lot of work. I'm glad I don't do the Instagram. All right, it is 12:18. Up next, Alex Trebek says he will fight and beat pancreatic cancer. The Jeopardy host shares the diagnosis with fans ahead.
Today, we put outrageous personalities on TV here, too. Oh, I meant me.
Call 1-800-FAST-FIT.
You're watching 8 News Now at noon.
TV's king of trivia, Alex Trebek, says he will fight and beat advanced pancreatic cancer. The Jeopardy host announced his diagnosis this week. The 78-year-old says he plans to work during his treatment. And in a statement, Jeopardy producer Sony Pictures says if anyone can beat this, it's Alex.
Here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
For more than 8,000 episodes, Alex Trebek has tested the country's best and brightest on Jeopardy.
Are your signaling devices working? I'm a little confused.
Yes, unfortunately they are.
But now, the longtime TV host will face his toughest battle.
This week, I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Now, normally, the prognosis for this is not very encouraging, but I'm going to fight this.
Stage 4 pancreatic cancer is the most advanced type. Just 3% of people survive 5 years. Still, Trebek promised to beat it with his trademark wit.
Truth told, I have to, because under the terms of my contract, I have to host Jeopardy for 3 more years.
Jeopardy is in its 35th season under Trebek. Last month, he told CBSN about the show's lasting appeal.
America is a very competitive society. I can do better on Jeopardy than you. Oh, yeah? Let's find out.
Now, America's longest-running game show host is asking his friends, family, and fans for their prayers.
Help me. Keep the faith, and we'll win. We'll get it done. Thank you.
Up next, a relic from the 20th century lives on, where the last remaining blockbuster video is living out its days as the sole survivor of the video rental chain.
Enough said. Call Ed. You're watching 8 News Now at noon.
Talk about Throwback Thursday. 15 years ago, there were more than 9,000 Blockbuster video stores in the world. At the end of this month, there will only be one. It's in Bend, Oregon. The Blockbuster has become a bit of a tourist attraction. The store is opening up 10 new accounts each day. Blockbuster did file for bankruptcy, of course, in 2010, closed all corporate stores in 2014. I've been to that Blockbuster because we used to go cross-country skiing when we would drive from Seattle the 7 hours to Bend, and we'd always rent movies at night with the family, and so it's a nice little resort town.
It looked like it's all DVDs, though. I didn't see any VHS tapes.
I saw some VHS tapes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. You go, Blockbuster.